What's up guys, Doomsday here. Today we're back again. In this video, we're going to be playing some Camille in the jungle. So, actually I wanted to start up a new series, and in this series, I really wanted to talk about how to climb out of the diamond tier. And the main reason why I wanted to make this series is just because a lot of people I know, they're kind of stuck in the diamond tier, and it definitely is a big jump to take it to the next level, up to masters, and then even to grandmasters. And the main thing that I think that makes it hard is it's a lot of subtle things that you need to learn to improve to get out of diamond. And it's really not as obvious. And that's really why I wanted to make this video series, is because I think not enough people mention it, but it's super important to learn. So to give some background, I've pushed to Grandmaster last summer a while back, and then I got kind of busy with school, and then the season reset and stuff kept on knocking me back down. But the past like 2 days or so, I've had a lot of free time, so I literally pushed up all the way from Diamond 4 to Masters in the span of like 2 days. And I realized that the second time I went through Diamond, like all the way through in the span of like 2 days, it felt really, really easy compared to the first time. And I think that was because I did learn a lot of these small things that are really key to knowing to really climb out of this tier. And I did it mostly solo queue. I can show you my history log, my battle log after this match. I did it mostly solo queue. I did a little bit of partying, but for a couple matches, but out of like the 40 ranked matches or so that I played, I lost maybe about like 10 of them, so that's pretty good to climb through diamond. And that really does go to show that there are certain things which you can pick up on and learn to really work your way out of diamond. So for this match, I am going to be playing Camille, and the main reason why I want to do Camille is just because I really like Camille into Jarvan. He does pretty solid, because Jarvan does a lot of burst space, and after Jarvan uses their burst, Camille's perk can negate a lot of that damage, plus the true damage from Camille is pretty nasty. So gonna be starting off with the clear on the red, and actually something that happened here, I don't think you all saw, but the Blitzcrank pulled the Nami, and then the Nami just flashed back. But that's something that I caught while starting up my red buff, so that's really important to note, because if a fight does happen pretty early, you'll know Nami has no ultimate. So I do plan on clearing only my red side jungle and looking for this bottom side scuttle. And I have no idea what the Jarvan is doing. I am running Fleet footwork in this match. I think Fleet is pretty solid on Camille, and I think it's really nice to have ever since the nerfs to Camille's third abilities. So there again, Blitzcrank lands another solid pull onto the Jinx. But yeah, it keeps you pretty healthy and makes it so if a scuttle fight does happen or you have any skirmishes in the early game, that you're still healthy enough. I'm sorry, I got a quick little phone call, but something to really notice over here is that if you look at the positioning of this bottom lane over here, you can see that their duo has the complete priority, and they kind of have us pushing back, and that'll be more obvious in a second. We'll see, it's just because the waves just reset, but you'll see they're kind of pushing faster, and that's really important because you can see I'm stepping up now, but because if a fight happens on this river area around here, then their duo is going to be able to rotate way before ours. So our duo is going to have to take the long way around over there. So it's going to take longer for them to rotate. And that's really important to just note in case me and Jarvan both end up here, a fight breaks out. It's going to really matter who rotates from this mid lane and from this bottom lane over here. And looking at the mid lane, looks like my mid laner definitely has a priority. So they should be able to rotate first, but that's just something I'm making a note of. And you can see him pushing our duo back. Blitzcrank misses his pull, which is unfortunate. But I see Jarvan go for his engage and able to trade back. But remember what I said earlier, is I knew that their duo definitely had the priority here. So notice what I do here. Instead of just fighting him, chasing him and stuff, I start to run backwards and kiting backwards. And the main reason I want to do that is because, for one, that makes their duo step further and further out until they can reach me. It's going to be harder for them to reach me, and we'll see that in a second. Plus, my mid can rotate and collapse if this fight keeps on going on. So you can see I'm moving backwards as I'm hitting. Watch. I'm walking backwards. And now they can't even really reach me. So now I'm able to turn this around. I look for a camp somewhere to smite for some health so I can re-engage. Smite the Gromp. Gives me a little bit of health, but able to pick up a kill over there, and now that's looking pretty solid. Our mid laner didn't even rotate at all. It probably would have been nice if they did, but it worked out anyways. So, now, I know the second scuttle is still up, and that's where I'm headed right now. Pinging my teammates. In case Jarvan comes here, then I'm going to be looking for a rotate from this Aurelia for sure. And I think Aurelia can definitely beat out a Malphite in the early game. So, should be good with that. The Diana does come. I don't know why they came to this one but not the last one, but it's okay. But something to note is that once I take this blue buff over here, I'm actually going to reach level 5. And that's really key as Camille, because level 5 Camille is a complete monster at ganking with your ultimate. And really, when you have your ultimate as Camille in the jungle, you want to pretty much always guarantee that you get a kill. So now I'm looking for which lane should I gank, and I'm looking at this top lane. And the reason for that is, look at where this wave is right now. It's pushed in super far, meaning that this Malphite's going to be really overextended. But something that I want to point out that I saw in-game is, if you look on the very left side of the screen at all my allied champs pictures, you could see me beneath the Ashe above the Aurelia, and I have that green dot above my name in the top right of my picture for Camille, and that means my ultimate is off cooldown. It's off cooldown, and I have it available. But you look at this Aurelia. This Aurelia is level 5, which is another reason why I want to go for this, because I know Aurelia level 5 plus me level 5, we can guarantee a kill. But look at that Aurelia. They don't have that green dot, meaning that they actually didn't unlock their ultimate. And you can kind of see over here, they actually put a point into their second ability on accident, I'm assuming, I hope. And they kind of missed their stun, so now there's really no opportunity for engage without Aurelia stun or ultimate. So instead, I just look to go mid over here, and maybe we can catch out this Fizz. But I make a mistake on this engage. And I do ping my teammate that I'm going to go for this, but I really rush this engage. And this is a huge mistake over here. Notice what happens right as I engage, actually, this Diana's going for the berries. And that's just pretty bad miscommunication, and probably my bad. I probably should have just waited for Diana to get the berries until I engage. And we'll see. That's going to make it so we can't really kill this Fizz. If the Diana was here, we probably could have had that extra damage. But now Jarvan shows up. I don't have my dash anymore to get out, which is very unfortunate. I do go down, but it is all good. But I just really want to show that mistake, because that definitely was my bad, and a mistake that you shouldn't have made as Camille. Because the main point of jungle Camille is pretty much once you reach level 5, you become a monster. You pretty much guarantee a free kill, plus your damage starts to ramp up so much. And this probably actually isn't the best Camille gameplay. I actually have so much Camille gameplay on my channel if you do want to check that out. And if you want to learn how to use your ultimate and stuff, I have so many videos on that. But the main reason I want to actually upload this video is because a lot of macro stuff that happens later, I think it's really important to note and really nice to just take a look at, which is the main reason. So now, looks like our duo is fighting over here. Let's see if we pick up the kill. Ooh, that's a good Ashe arrow there. Able to pick him up. So now, just farming up, waiting for my ultimate to get back off cooldown. Looks like my duo wants to reset, which is perfectly fine. I see the scuttles respawning. Jarvan's in mid lane coming this way, so I know we're both kind of setting up for this dragon over here. Well, I'm just taking the scuttle, but I see our mid laner go for an engage. They both use their ultimates. And now let's see who gets the kill. Ooh, looks like that Fizz is able to secure that. That's unfortunate, but now waiting for my teammates to respawn, and I know I can't really go for an engage over here because we're lower on numbers for one, because our mid is dead, and also I have no vision of like anywhere back here, and if I just dive in, let's just say Malphite might be back there or Nami might be back there, I'm just gonna get ulted and die probably. So that's not worth me dashing in for. So instead, I'm just looking to play around my teammates. If this Blitzcrank lands a pull, I'll follow up, or if like the Ashe lands a good ultimate, I'll follow up. But something that I really want to mention again is that Diana and Fizz both use their ultimates. So it's really key, because like Diana ultimate, landing a good Diana ultimate in this dragon pit is huge, and that's really the whole point of Diana, is to just AoE ultimate, knock everybody up, and then just delete them all. But without ultimate, Diana is pretty weak. Like just dashing in without your ultimate into a full enemy team, you can't do too much. So now, I see this Blitzcrank going for a pull. He's able to land it, and I do follow up a bit. Now, they just used pretty much every single ultimate there. You can actually see on the very right side of my screen, you can look at all the enemy champs. Look at that green bubble. They're all super low, meaning they're all just started their cooldowns. And only Malphite has their ult up, so as long as we don't all group together and he doesn't land a huge like 5-man ultimate, we should be good here. Aurelia kind of wastes their ult there, but It's okay. The three of us are kind of going ham. Looks like Malphite was able to pick up a kill or two down there. But the three of us are able to clean this up for sure. But now I'm kind of just waiting for my passive to get back off cooldown. I don't even actually need to re-engage. But we should be able to pick up this dragon now. Oh, let's see if this Aurelia can turn this around. Looks like they're just going to run. Ooh, that Ash Arrow barely missed. If that Ash Arrow would have hit, Aurelia probably could have turned that around, actually. That would have been super nice. But able to get the dragon, and then I just dash out. Looks like Diana flashes out, which is solid. But now, taking this camp over here, and then I'm going to reset. And it looks like the Herald still up, so going to be looking to get a good shot in. I should be able to get Trinity Force with this, which will be good. And then I can for sure look for a fight. So now, starting to head towards this top lane over here. Looking for a Herald fight. This Aurelia just took my blue. But something to note is that Aurelia's ultimate is almost off cooldown, and my ultimate is almost off cooldown. So once we all get our ultimates up, then maybe we can look for a fight. But I wouldn't want to fight without Aurelia ultimate, just because without Aurelia ultimate, it's a bit weaker. She's a bit weaker. So now, Aurelia going for a trade. They kind of mess up their combo. They kind of just ultimate out randomly. But I'm looking for a re-engage over here. Maybe I can pick up this kill here. Unfortunately, Malphite lands a good ultimate. I still am able to kill him, but I do go down there. And that kind of sucks just because not able to fight for that Herald anymore. But over there now, the Diana just used their ultimate too, and that's something else that I saw. And now, something to keep note of is both this Diana and that Aurelia just used their ultimates. Now, if I go straight back to this Herald, which is probably what most junglers would do instinctively, just because you want to fight for the objectives and everything, and like Herald, Dragon, you always want to be there, right? But if I go to this Herald and I force this fight over here, I'm going to be leading both this Aurelia and Diana into death, and we're all going to die there. Just because without their ultimates, a Diana without ultimate and this Aurelia without ultimate, it's going to be pretty much useless, and we're just going to get team wiped. So instead, I actually decide to make a play on this other side of the map and maybe look for a kill over here. Maybe we can get this turret over here as it's super low and just get first turret. So that'd be huge. So I just take my red and I decide, you know, I'm not going to fight for that Herald yet. Their cooldowns are still really long in their ultimate, and they're pretty ultimate dependent champs. So without those ults, definitely not worth fighting for. But I just set up a ward and then look for this turret over here. And you can see they're looking for that Herald. But you can kind of see, look at Diana of that ultimate. They could just like auto attack and pretty much do nothing. This Aurelia too, they kind of missed their stun, so now they can't do anything either. And they both kind of just get wiped there. Plus Jarvan is in the area. I'm sure a lot of enemies are. Oh, actually you guys didn't see that, but we were actually able to dive this Jinx over here. I just ultimated Jinx and we were able to pick that up. But you can see they're all over there taking that Herald, and my team is kind of just running it down over here. And they do go down, but we are able to get a second turret over here even. So we traded a couple kills in the Herald for another kill plus 2 turrets down here. So that's actually at least a somewhat even trade. Whereas if I just led my team into that fight over there at that Herald, we probably just would have gotten team wiped and then fallen further behind and gotten nothing in return. But at least now it's a somewhat even trade. And that does put me and the Ashe pretty far ahead in gold because we got 2 turrets plus that kill. So we're both going to be pretty fed now. And that's just something to really keep in mind. And the main thing that I want to point out with this video is some champions are super ultimate dependent and others are not. So like champs like Fizz, Zed, Akali, Aurelia, Nasus, those are Malphite. Those are champs that really could use their ultimate. And now, looking for a play on this side of the map, maybe. I am not going to dive in because I remember what happened last time with the Malphite ultimate. Unfortunately, the hook misses. Plus, Nami's here, so Nami has ultimate also. But yeah, if you force a fight, for instance, like, without your Akali ult, or Zed ult, or Fizz ult, those are all ults that can pretty much, like, guarantee a kill. If you just, like, you use that ult, press and click on a squishy, you can pretty much guarantee that kill. But now, looking for a play here. Unfortunately, I go down. This Aurelia still kind of missed everything. I definitely could have played that better, but part of that was definitely on the Aurelia too. That didn't really dish out any damage that I was hoping for. It's fun though. It happens sometimes. It's solo queue. But that Ash arrow was pretty good. That was a good snipe. So now the Inferno Dragon is up. I'm going to be heading this way once I respawn. And as I was saying, for instance, like, if you have a Nasus in the Baron lane and they just use their ultimate and the Herald is up, maybe it's not best to look for that fight over there just because Nasus with ultimate, it's a bit harder to play and much more unlikely you're going to win a fight. Instead, maybe you just want to look for play on the other side of the map. So maybe go for the turret in the duo lane or look for a kill somewhere else. And essentially what I did earlier. But now this dragon's pretty low. There's the Fizz ultimate. Look for a good engage. And you can see Diana tried to just dash in and just got deleted, but the rest of us are able to dive right on in and clean this up. So I'm able to land a good ultimate onto the Jinx and able to take him down. And that's really key. Ooh, looks like Blitzcrank found somebody down here. Ooh, that Malphite almost got away. That was a good find by Blitzcrank, actually. I did not even see that. But we're going to be able to pick that up too. I kind of snipe away that kill. Ooh, that was so much gold bounty. Holy crap. That was like almost 1,000 gold bounty. Whoa. I did not realize that in the match. But yeah, if you really want to focus on using your ultimate on squishy, so for instance like Nami or Jinx or something like that, those are definitely my targets. And target focusing in fights is another big thing that I probably will cover in a future video. But if you're enjoying this, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you want to see more videos in this series, as there's definitely so many other things that I can cover, but I just can't get it all into one video because that would be an awfully long video. So now, getting the reset in, plus it's nice to be able to see it with gameplay that really displays like what you're trying to show. Now, there's Diana ult, there's Malphite ult. Let's see, what other ults are coming out? Nami ult. Yeah, Fizz ult. You can see they just use like all their ultimates there. And that's literally everything. So now I'm on my way back. I decide not to really jump in because I don't really want to go in 1v4. I probably could have picked up a kill, honestly, just because they'd all use their ultimates, but it's not worth getting my Guardian Angel popped for. Like, I'd rather save up my Guardian Angel for like a big dragon fight or a big team fight rather than just like one useless kill. Since we won't be able to get a turret, we won't be able to get an objective with it. That'd be complete waste of Guardian Angel to go in there. But now, just waiting for cooldowns again. Pushing out waves, pretty important. But yeah, really, that's just the main thing I want to focus on with this video, is pay attention to your teammates, as since, like, your teammates, sure, they might be bad, but, like, if you force them into even worse positions when, like, they don't have their key abilities up, that's going to make them even worse. And, like, you're just going to type in chat, my teammates suck, I can't climb out of diamond. Well, I think it's a lot of the jungler's role to actually like decide when to go for fights and stuff. And over here now, I see this Jinx pop out. I just ult the Jinx right away. Use my red smite and able to pick up some kills here. That's a nice little triple. So I think they actually surrender in a second. It's unfortunate that they surrendered so early. This would have been a fun game to keep on going on. But yeah, it's pretty much over for him, honestly. We're snowballing pretty hard. Plus we got a lot of turrets. So that's going to be it for the gameplay. I'll show you all my battle log and stuff if you want to see it. But I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below. And I'll see you all in the next video.